On this day in music history, July 10th, summer soundtrack loves a good plot twist, and July 10th has delivered everything from roll rock rebellion to chart-crushing domination. From British invaders to hip-hop record breakers, this date has a way of shaking up the charts and rewriting the rules. Handing over satisfaction. On July 10, 1965, the Rolling Stones flipped from UK shockers to American chartmasters when I Can't Get No Satisfaction climbed to #1 on Billboard's Hot 100. It was their first US chart topper and a defining moment in the British invasion. The song's fuzz-toned riff, recorded in Hollywood just weeks earlier, became a generational anthem. From that point on, the Stones weren't just visitors, they were headliners. Don't You Want Me holds its throne. On July 10, 1982, the Human League's synth-pop juggernaut, Don't You Want Me, held firm at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 for a second week. The track, driven by icy synths and a dramatic duet, had already topped the UK charts the previous year. Its success in the US marked a turning point for the second British invasion, proving that new wave could dominate American airwaves. It remains one of the most recognizable singles of the decade. Money in the Bank rings country bells. On July 10, 1993, John Anderson's Money in the Bank climbed to #1 on Billboard's Hot Country Singles chart. It was his third career chart topper and his first since 1983's Black Sheep. The song's laid-back groove and everyman lyrics struck a chord with country fans during a decade of shifting sounds. For Anderson, it was a reminder that traditional country still had plenty of currency. Drake dethrones the Fab Four. On July 10, 2018, Drake broke a record that had stood since the 1960s, the most simultaneous Hot 100 entries by any artist. With 7 songs from his album Scorpion charting at once, he surpassed the Beatles' long-held benchmark. The feat underscored the streaming era's power and Drake's dominance within it. For a generation raised on playlists, this was their Sgt. Pepper moment. Swift's summit on Forbes. On July 10, 2019, Taylor Swift was named the world's highest-paid entertainer by Forbes, raking in $185 million over the previous year. The earnings came on the heels of her Reputation stadium tour and a new deal with Republic Records. It wasn't just a financial milestone, it was a flex of creative control and business savvy. Swift had become a pop powerhouse on her own terms. July 10 brings a birthday roll call that spans gospel, folk, jazz, and synth-pop. These 4 artists didn't just perform, they helped reshape the genres they touched. Mavis Staples, 1939, a gospel powerhouse whose voice became a force in soul music and civil rights. Arlo Guthrie, 1947, a folk singer and storyteller best known for Alice's Restaurant, who carried on his father Wordy Guthrie protest tradition. Neil Tennant, 1954, the cool, cerebral half of Pet Shop Boys who turned synth-pop into social commentary. Béla Fleck, 1958, a banjo virtuoso who fused bluegrass, jazz, and classical into genre-defying compositions. From Stone's swagger to synth-pop drama, country comebacks to streaming supremacy, July 10 keeps the music world on its toes. Whether you're spinning vinyl or scrolling through hits, this date proves that great songs and great stories never go out of style.